Here we go, time for the FZ-07. I've been wanting to ride one of these for a while now. Where the hell's the start button on this? Oh, that's interesting. So look at this. Instead of it just being a kill switch, it's your kill switch, you turn on the power, and then you push it one more to start the bike. Okay. That's definitely something new. Out here at Mount Holly Motorsports in Vincetown, New Jersey. Oh, this guy's a dickhead. This guy's been a prick the entire time I've been here. This guy on the Duke. Oh, this bike's already fun as shit. Today, guys, I'm out here on a 2016, I believe it is, Yamaha FZ-07. I've been wanting to ride an FZ, any FZ for that matter, for a while now, so I'm glad I'm finally on one. I'm a big fan of the Yamaha's FZ, like 06, 07, 09, and 10, I believe it is. I like the bike, I like the style of the bike, but now that I'm on one, it feels a little cheap. I don't know, this plastic in here feels cheap. The handlebars, like, well, I'm moving, so I'm not going to shake them for you, but like, you can move the handlebars. It doesn't feel like they're too securely fastened, and I'm not a big fan of that. And like, I don't know, and I know these are fairings, probably a tank cover, because this does not feel like metal. It doesn't feel like the actual tank, but the plastics just feel a little cheap to me. They feel a little flimsy, especially for a brand new bike. So that's my first complaint. Handlebars, much better than the SV-650 that I rode earlier. I was not a fan of them at all. The handlebar position on these, so much better. So that's definitely a positive of this bike, but I knew they would be. They look a lot more comfortable. This guy talks a lot of smack and then he doesn't ever accelerate, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. Well, I spoke too soon. But as you can see, I was showing you guys how to start the bike over there. I just learned that, actually, how to start the bike on the right hand side there. You got your high beams here, you got your turn signals here, horn, and I am a fan of these mirrors. They're a little thinner than a normal mirror, which I like. I'm not a big fan of those big square or like oval ass looking mirrors. It's more squished and more narrow, which I am a fan of on the FZ-07. And I am a fan of this color red. I think this bike in red looks gorgeous. The seating position's definitely really comfortable, and I like how on the FZ-07 it's not all one seat. So the rear seat for a passenger is separate from your rider seat, like your front seat, which I am a fan of. I just like that style. I'm not a big fan of the bikes that the regular seat, like the driver's seat, flows completely into the passenger seat. I'm not a big fan of that. So that's a positive for this bike. It's quick. I personally think this bike is a lot quicker than the SV-650, or at least it's a lot more noticeable. The guy was telling me beforehand, and I already knew this, but he was pretty much explaining it to me, how the FZ-07 is more of like a hooligan bike. It's a lot easier to do wheelies, which I was talking about. It was in my other video, how it felt a little difficult to do wheelies on the SV-650, but this feels like it will be really easy to pop wheelies. Just exactly what he said, more of a hooligan bike, which I like better personally. So not only is it more comfortable, it's more of a hooligan bike, it's quicker. I think this is all around a better bike, and I'm only 5 minutes into the ride. If you guys can see on the dash here, I'll try to look down for you. You got the time up here, your fuel gauge up here, your gear indicator right here. I'm gonna slow down so I don't hit that guy. Miles per hour here, and then your digital tach down below here, which is nice. I like the tach down the bottom there. Revs all the way up to 12,000 RPMs. This definitely is a fun little bike, though. I could see why Jake the Garden Snake and all those big people who love their FZ-07s, why they like them. They just feel like a really comfortable kind of easy to mess around bike, you know what I'm saying? And the seat's nice. You got a nice wide seat, which is nice, and it's not like ridiculously uncomfortable. The foot peg position's perfect. It's not directly below my like ass or my waist. It's kind of a little in front of that, which I like, which makes it a little bit more comfortable. The brakes on this are great. I'm guessing it's because it's a new bike. All these bikes that they have out here today, most of them are new. I'm not sure how to see how many miles are on this bike. And that's probably the reason that the brakes feel so good. They're really responsive, and I'm a big fan. Hello! Oh, I didn't even mean for that to be racist. The guy was Mexican, but this guy in front of me here, he thinks he knows everything and anything about motorcycle. I'm the man. Oh my God, I'm the man. And I'm like, screw you, faggot. Just not a fan of him. He's a prick. He's one of those people who comes to an event like this and brags about all this shit that he's had before and all these bikes that he's ridden. So, not a fan. And then he sits there and doesn't even test out the bike. He's been riding at the same constant speed. But whatever, this is about the bike, not him. This bike's definitely more responsive than the SV-650. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to ride the Z650, the Kawasaki version of this style bike. I'm not exactly sure yet. But this bike's definitely torquey. It's nice and responsive, which I like. It's got some get up and go, and it is more cc's than the SV650, but not by many. By 50 more. It's nothing crazy. I think you can really feel it. Not that you can feel the extra 50 cc's. It just makes use of its power a lot better. The other one I said was more of a gradual acceleration, like it laid on the power gradually. I think this is more all at once, which I like. Makes it a lot more fun, and you accelerate much quicker, which I'm a fan of. That's what he gets. He stalled it. That was the guy I was talking about, the prick. He stalled it back there. That's what he gets. That was funny. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that. He's gonna come up with some excuse after this when we get back to the power sports place. He's gonna be like, oh, it was Trump's fault. Trump. Yeah, Trump's fault. A lot of people aren't a big fan of the no fairings sport bikes, like the kind of naked sport bikes as they're called, and I'm not really a big fan of them either, but this I could definitely get used to. Oh my God, I just hit that bump. That suspension felt beautiful. I barely felt it. Oh, that was gorgeous. So I didn't even mean to put that in the video for a review, but there you go. I hit a few bumps, and that felt really good. It did not hurt. It didn't hurt my ass going over those bumps, none of that. So that's another positive of this bike. Overall, I just think this is a much better bike. Now, again, unfortunately, I won't be able to compare it to the Z650, the Kawasaki version. So I apologize for that. I think I'm just going to head home. I've been here for, well, too many hours now, and I don't really feel like riding another one. I've already ridden like 5 or 6 or something like that. So I think I'm going to head home after this. Oh my God, this bike's definitely much quicker. This is a load of fun. So overall, definitely like this better. I heard the FZ-09 is, I was talking to this other guy, and he said the FZ-09 is just another type of freak. He said it's just like hellish, that thing. So I hope to one day ride that. That would be pretty cool to ride. But I'm familiar with this road now, so I know we are headed back to the dealership now. We are almost back there. So I apologize for the short review. They really don't make these rides very long at this demo day. I don't know why. They just don't. They try to do in half-hour increments, but they end up not being too long. But if you enjoyed any part of this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you haven't seen all my other normal moto vlogs, make sure to go check them out and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy them. This is the review of the 2016 Yamaha FZ-07. Overall, I think it was a great bike. I don't know if I'd ever buy one, just because it's not my style, but overall a great bike. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.